Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you always good condition. Okay, I will introduce myself. My name is Rahmawati. You can call me Rahma. And you know I'm from Group D. And in the Group D, I have 4 members. Me as moderator, but in the four members, we have speaker 1, speaker 2, speaker 3, and the last speaker. For the first speaker is the Aminah Fatizia Hasbi, and the second speaker is the Farlian Zahara, and the third speaker is the Foni Octaviani, and the last speaker is the Cindy Aulia. Okay, so I hope you can enjoy for this video, and in the last video I give to you the conclusion for this material. Okay, so for the first speakers, Aminah Tezia Hasbi, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I am Aminah Fatizia Hasbi, the first speaker of my team. So today I will describe the concept of English for Specific Purpose, or ESP. ESP can be understood as a tool to prepare students to use English in the academic, professional, or workplace environment, as well as language skill will be used. In ESP, English is learned not for itself to get general education, but to pave the way for entry linguistic efficiency in certain environment. There are 4 characteristics of English specific purpose. First, designed to meet specific needs of learners. Second, related to content, to particular disciplines, occupation, and activities. Third, center on the language appropriate to those activities in syntax, lexis, discourse, semantic, etc., and analysis of this discourse. And the last, differentiated to general English. So that's all about my explanation about the concept of English for a specific purpose. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Farlian Zahara, and the next material about areas of ESP. For the first, English for academic purposes, or EAP, commonly known as academic English, entails training students, usually in a higher education setting, to use language appropriately for study. It is one of the most common forms of English for specific purposes, or ESP. And about the type of academic English, then the 4 main types of academic writing are descriptive, analytical, persuasive, and critical. Each of these types of writing has specific language features and purposes. In many academic texts, you will need to use more than one type. And next, number 2, the English for professional purposes, or ESL. Certificate program provides students the opportunity to refine written and verbal communication skills that employees find important but are difficult to master in 1, 2nd, or 3rd languages. And next, English for occupational purposes is a branch of ESP, or English for specific purposes, and covers situations in which learners are studying English for work-related reasons. The courses are based on an analysis of their specific communicative needs in their work. And what are the features of ESP? Absolute characteristic. And the first, ESP is designed to meet specific needs of the learner. And ESP makes use of the underlying methodology and activities of the discipline it serves. And ESP is centered of the language as grammar, lexis and register, skill, discourse, and genders appropriate to these activities. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Foni Octaviani. I will explain about the minds in teaching ESP. The first, selection. It means that not every teacher can be specialized for this course, but only those who feel that they can do such a thing and they are ready to contribute for it. Thus, the first step is selection phase. 2. Continuing personal education. Teachers should be well-educated people. There are variation in how the trainer's personal education is improved, either simultaneously with his or her professional training, or consecutively, where first 2 or 2 years of study with no element of training as a teacher are followed by the fourth year containing methodology of forage language teaching, or 1 year graduate course of teacher training, or as in many countries by in-service course. Number 3. General professional training as an educator and teacher. This element involves what a teacher needs to know regardless of which subject they teach. This means that educational psychology, social psychology, and the principles of educational thought are crucial, and the element leads the Chinese to understand the nature of education. Outline the organization of education. Know and manage the different skills of students, and also understand the role of syllabus and teaching material. Number 5. Special training as a teacher of a foreign or second language. This element is also important because special training of teachers make understand students better, which is in fact very important for ESP courses because based on what they need, the teacher can offer them the appropriate knowledge, and this knowledge would be very helpful to them. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Cindy Aulia. I will explain about effectiveness of ESP. Firstly, they can increase their learning speed because they learn about they need when they need it in authentic content-based context. Secondly, due to the teacher's effort to design the ESP and the ESP course and the needs analysis, students use the tailored learning research to acquire the pre-identified linguistic items and skills, and this makes the course efficient. And then, thirdly, on completion of an ESP course, trainers are ready to use language appropriately and correctly in job-related tasks.
Okay, my audience, how you feel after you watching this video? You can understand about ESP? Okay, I hope you can understand, yeah? Before I'm closing this video, I give the conclusion. I give to you the conclusion. Okay. So the conclusion for the ESP, we know ESP is a new approach in teaching and using English for specific fields and studies that are in accordance with the needs of the field of science and the professions of the English user. Okay, this is in English for specific, no general. Okay, if you study in the hospital, you study English specific. Yeah. Okay, I give one example to you. When internship in the Hotel Barumun in North Sumatra, okay, we know in the hotel the English is the English specific, yeah, no general. Okay, for example, the glass, yeah. Maybe when we study in campus, we say the glass, yeah. But in the internship in hotel, we don't know. We cannot say. I hope. I need glass. No, you say I need goblet. Yeah. So ESP, English for specific purpose. If you work in the hospital, the English is different. If you work in the hotel, the English is different. Yeah. If you say about English, it's not general. In ESP, yeah, no general, but yeah, specific. So definition and concept of ESP. ESP courses are those where the syllabus and materials are determined in all essentials by prior analysis of the communication needs of the learners. Okay, so I think enough. I hope you can understand about this material, and I'm sorry for my group mistake, and thanks for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.